Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Lord, we stand before you in humble prayer before we start this program. We realize that without your blessings, we would not be able to succeed with the plans we have for this activity. Bestow your grace and divine wisdom to all of us present here, so we could cooperate and enjoy camaraderie and love for the greater glory of your name. Bless also those we have left behind our homes. May you grant them peace and happiness as they go about their activities. Bless people around the globe that they may enjoy peace and the goodness of your love. We ask all these through your mighty name. Amen. Let's bow our heads.
If I think about the ways you make me smile, I'd be sitting here and smiling for a while. Although I know I make you cry sometimes, your happiness is ever on my mind. I cannot repay for everything you've done, but my love for you burns brighter than the sun. No matter where my feet and mind may go, my heart will lead to you and you alone. Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. A paradise so wondrous to behold, a work of art, your heart is gleaming gold. They sail the waters, soar above the trees, to find the gem between the mountains and seas. Your children all we try, though we may fall. We stand united now to heed your call. Our fathers fought the fights for liberty. Forever I'll defend Guyana free. Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody stand? Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody take a stand? Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody stand? Rise up for your land. I'll be holding on to you forever. I'll be holding on to you, Guyana. May the blessings of God never leave your shore. Guyana. I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore.
Pleasant good night to those who are tuning in on this special episode of The Wrap. I want to say thank you guys for being here with me tonight. I know there's a lot to discuss based on the present situation around our country. Um, there's so much that is happening. There's so much that is, you know, there's so much to consume right now, but we just have to stay strong. Um, there's a lot of persons that are, even as I speak here, there's a lot of persons that are reaching out to me with certain questions, and I must be very clear to you that certain things I'm not permitted to speak on. Um, I don't want to give. The reason for that is that I don't want to give any inaccurate information to you. I would leave those questions to be answered by the relevant authorities, who will give you the more accurate and even the more give you even more prompt answer as you are looking for. But at this juncture, I will abstain from answering certain questions. It's not that I cannot, but there's protocols and we must follow it. So once again, I must say good night to those who are tuning in, and please remember, guys, the normal thing as you tune in, you share the live. A special good night to Ann Hill. We have Alma Dubios. Good night to you. We have Dan Wati. Good night to you. Anna Long. Deon Kendall. Good afternoon. Good night to you. Sorry, Clint Williams. We have Bridget Moore. We have Sonia Marcus. We have Rabindra Prasad, Shalon Spence. Good night to everyone that are tuning in. For the others who I do not see, good night to you. Guys, remember, if you want to share a comment, good night, Camille, all the way from Texas, and thank you for tuning in as well, Camille. I appreciate your time you are taking to be on the program here tonight. For those persons, if you need to make a call, if you want to share your views and opinions, the number to call in is 624-5454 on WhatsApp or 611-0200. I will let you know what time you can start calling in. So let us go into discussion as we deal with the surrounding issues. First, I must say to you that I want to extend once more. I'm going to continue to do this because, thinking about the whole situation, there's a lot that is going on within me personally, and I know there's a lot going on within you as Guyanese and even those families. So I extend once more sincere condolences to the families or the bereaved families of those 5 fallen soldiers. So, guys, let us continue to give them the strength and the courage. Let us continue to put positive stuff out here, because I can tell you there is so much that is going on. There is so much negativity in the air as it relates to that situation. And at this time, I don't think that the family needs that. What they need more is your affection. What they need more is your support in being there for them in comfort as they go through this period or as they mourn. So again, guys, let us be very positive in what we are putting out there, and no more fighting. We cannot deal with that right now, right? So I want to ask that as you join in with me here, you share the live here tonight. Um, Speaking about that, you know, there are some things that I must talk about. There are some things that I must address, and talking about the negativity. When you look at the amount of negatives that is out there coming from the public, not the general public. I don't want to generalize it, but from some people that ask some stupid questions. Let me pull up one of this that I really could not have understand. What kind of who in the right senses would actually ask questions like this in these times, right? Now look at this. We have one person here from Halifax. Sorry, let me correct myself. One person here that is what it is, Ashikan Reaclinis or something like that. I don't know if it's a fake profile, but it wasn't when I checked. For a matter of fact, when I checked, it wasn't, right. That person. Now listen. The person had three questions here. The first question is what were they going to that no what were they going to that was in. So some people when they're putting up these comments, you have to make your own assessment to understand what they're saying is that what was so important that they were going to that they could not wait for better weather. That's the first question. Second question, why so many high ranks on the same chapel? And the third question, the rescue team had to wait for good weather to fly because it was too bad to fly in. So how come the weather wasn't bad for them to leave in the first place? Now listen to these questions. When you listen to things like these, it triggers you sometime it's like if you could have push a hand through these comments and just we have a family that is mourning. We have families, for a matter of fact, that is mourning for their loss, right? And you have persons contemplating. You have persons asking stupid. I call it stupid questions, right? That's my opinion, right? Now, what was it so important that they were going to that they couldn't wait for a better weather? Now, our sovereignty, our sovereign boundaries is at threat. Our country is at threat. Where you have a madman from another country wake up and he felt as though that 2/3 of Guyana belongs to him. Actually, 62,000 square miles belongs to his country. And he just wake up a morning and he decided that, look, I'm going to take over this part of Guyana. I'm gonna covet this from Guyana, right? And now our soldiers are going out there. They were on that mission, heading to the border. You understand? They are on that mission, or they were on that mission, heading to the border to protect you, to protect our land. You understand? And you're out there criticizing them. This person that asked this question, this song that's the same post that I saw on one of those pages, that they were trying to attack the Guyana Defense Force to say that they are incompetent and they don't have this and they don't have that and they can't do this. Now, if these soldiers had remained at base and don't go to the border, then it would be another story. You would have been asking, so what are we paying them for? Why did they here? Why they're not at the border? You understand? So these are the things that trigger you sometimes when you have people with this kind of mindset, these just like the vice president called the other member the other day, these people are low life. This is how they think. This is how they operate. You understand? So, how you asking a stupid question, what was so important that they could not have waited? You have a national security issue, and you're asking right now, what was it so important? Now you think of it. You think of it. Do you believe that these persons are in their right senses? Now the other question, why so many high ranks on the same chopper? Think about that. I would really want somebody to respond to that question to me. Why so many high ranks on the same chopper? Right? Somebody, Audrey Hercules, you could answer that question for me if you were to respond to this person. Why so many high ranks on the same chopper? No. You're talking about people with experience. You're talking about people who are trained for this. And they're going on a mission. So who are supposed to be on this chopper? Some ranks that was recently recruited? That is what you're saying? Or what you're saying, we should have more choppers or more aircraft and split them up? What was your point? What's the point you're making here? Ashikan. You understand? Ashikan. Y'all could check the name on Facebook. And y'all would see the comments for myself. This person, the name spelled ASHIKAN RAILCNIS. Check that person on Facebook. Let me call the name. Now, the third question. The rescue team had to wait for good weather to fly because it was too bad to fly in. So how come the weather wasn't bad for them to leave in the first place? Oh, God. Right? Think about it. Thank you, Camille. They were all different ranks. Right? Just think about that. Sometimes, in this time, right? You're right, Winston. Winston said the posting is from Rum Shop. Exactly. I believe that. I agree with you 100%. You understand? Now I wanna bring something to your attention. Guyana is considered to be one of the richest growing economy in this hemisphere, and probably can be the fourth richest country in the world. You understand? That is our rankings. And any oil producing nation, the first thing they would look to do is strengthen their first line of defense. You understand? Now, the other day, the government, I think it was about a year back, the government bought a brand new helicopter. And the backlash that came from the negative minds, right? They went down the government throat because the government bought an helicopter. Now, people are seeing the importance, right? People are seeing the importance of these equipments or of these military equipments. Now they're asking why the government didn't prepare for if there is a war. Why the government didn't buy this? Why the government didn't buy that? Imagine the government bought one helicopter and y'all went down the government throat. And I'm not speaking to everyone here. I'm speaking to those negative-minded people out there. Right? Just imagine, just one chopper, and they went down the government throat. Now, you have an issue to say that the government wasn't prepared, the government didn't buy this and buy that. Sometimes you can't please people. You cannot please people. All right, so Mr. Let me put up Mr. Grant question here. So Mr. Grant is saying, let me ask one thing. There's no question to ask because those servicemen were going to look after the business of the country. I agree with you. That is exactly my point, Mr. Grant. Right? like the vice president would have mentioned on his press conference, these people want, some of those persons out there want the government, they want the president and vice president and the prime minister to come out and say to you every single thing that they are doing on a day-to-day business as it relates to the Guyana Venezuela controversy. You have to understand certain things are not to mention within the public's domain. I understand the government has a right to keep you updated and to respond to you, but not everything they're going to come out here and say, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're going here, we're going that. The other day, the vice president and the president went to the UK and other countries with our allies, with our partners, to have discussion. Then you had this, I don't want to go down the road tonight calling people names, but you had this other one, which a calculation last night, Melly Mill. And then you had the other one, the filter face, Randa Bob. You understand? Talking about, oh, the president run and gone and left the country. Jagdeo run and gone and left the country. You understand? It's just like the same situation with the soldiers. Now, if the president and the vice president had remained here in Guyana and just sit around, it would hear, oh, they're making no attempt to talk to people, or they're not going anywhere talking to anybody. Now the people went, and it's a problem. The soldier remained, it's a problem. The soldier went, it's a problem. Why we just can't work together as a people, especially on an issue like this. This is the time when race, religion, political affiliation should never matter. And for a matter of fact, under this administration, it never matters. We always work together as a people. We always work together, and that's why the president speaks of the sentiments of a one Guyana, because he's talking about Guyanese working together as one. So why we can't, as a people, work this out? We have a national issue that we're dealing with here. But instead, you reinforce the cause. Instead, you give the government the support. Instead, you give the military, the Guyana Defense Force the support. You out there attacking the government. You out there talking down the military, talking down the Guyana Defense Force. What more you want these people to do? I believe that, certain things you don't take for granted, right? Certain things you don't take for granted. I am well aware and I'm confident enough in our Guyana Defense Force. You understand? I am confident in them and I know they have the ability. Every single one of our soldier, our ranks, they are competent enough to represent our country. So I will ask of those naysayers out there, those keyboards warriors, I call them, sit on the phone all day or on their computers, talking a bunch of trash. You understand? A bunch of trash, that's what they're talking. So Mr. Grant is asking this question. I want someone to answer me. When Davis Granger was in government, how much persons was killed on the Friendship of the East Bank when the car was going to pick up Granger that morning? 5 persons or so. 5 persons was killed. Yeah, Junior, it was 5 persons that was killed. You hear nobody said anything about that. Exactly. So Beverly Mark is saying those people have childish mindsets. That's so true. Right? That's so true. Look, tonight I'm not here to abuse on anybody. I'm not here to cuss down anybody. And I don't ever come here to do that. I do that conveniently and when it is called for. At this juncture, I will not do that. I don't want us to come here to be adding fuel to the fire. I'm here to help you to understand that we can do better. You understand? We can do better as a people. We need to work together. This is an issue. This is an issue, or this is a national crisis, or consider a national crisis that we have to deal with. And like I said earlier, we need all hands on deck. This is not a time for us to be here abusing our people. You understand? This is not time for us to be here comparing the government and comparing the opposition and comparing this and comparing that. This is the time that we need every single person on board, every single Guyanese, whether home or abroad. Thank you very much, Winston. So for the latest updates I have here, and I would want to read this before going to discussion for some of you, for persons who might not would have had the opportunity to see this. We have with the president of Brazil, breaking news with the president of Brazil and the prime minister of St. Vincent seeking to convene a meeting between President Ali and Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. But the Guyanese president is making it clear that there will be no compromise on Guyana's case before the International Court of Justice. We have a statement from His Excellency President Mohamed Irfaan Ali. The President of Guyana, His Excellency Mohamed Irfaan Ali, was contacted by leaders of the CELAC, Brazil, and several bilateral partners, encouraging a dialogue with President of Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Last evening, in the emergency meeting of the heads of government of CARICOM, the heads urged President Ali to explore the possibility of meeting with President Maduro in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Me by here. President Ali reiterated that Guyana's land boundary is not up for discussion, as it is currently before the ICJ, and when adjudicated, will be fully respected by Guyana. The president on numerous occasions has made it explicitly clear that the case before the ICJ will not be an issue for bilateral discussions. President Ali will also continue to engage our bilateral partners on defense cooperation pacts, as well as ongoing range of political, social, and economics arrangement. President Ali was also approached today by the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the meeting with President Maduro on Thursday in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to be observed by Brazil, CARICOM, and the UN Under Secretary General. President Ali has since agreed to have this meeting by rights. Guyana is clear that the advancement of our development agenda will not be compromised. Our development partners and investors can be assured that there will be no changes nor alteration to existing arrangement. Guyana has always been committed to international peace and security and promotions of good neighboring relations. Further, Guyana will not deviate and will strictly adhere to the ICJ process in the resolution of the border controversy and to ensuring that the region remain a zone of peace. Also, I must say that a statement was also released from the leader of the opposition, the Honorable Aubrey Norton, who said that Guyana-Venezuela territorial controversy must not be discussed during President Ali President Maduro dialogue. The parliamentary of the opposition welcomes the action being taken by the international community to ensure there is peace between the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. The parliamentary opposition wishes to make it quite clear that we are not opposed to dialogue or discussions with the president of Venezuela, as this could lead to relations between government and people of our countries. Indeed, paragraph 3 of the Geneva Agreement recognizes that closer cooperation between British Guiana and Venezuela could bring benefit to both countries. That is why, since independence, Guyana has sought and promoted bilateral relations with our Western neighbor across spectrum of issues, including health, education, and other relevant areas of development. It must also be recalled that during the parliamentary debate on the territorial controversy, that the opposition insisted that the door should always be open to a dialogue. We believe the meeting should seek to ensure the two states recommence bilateral discussions, since they will open new vistas for good neighboring and peace between our two states of people. It is considered view of opposition that the two leaders could continue to explore the expansion of bilateral issues which could improve the lives of people of our two countries and contribute to peaceful development of the Latin American and the Caribbean region. The opposition believe that there must not be any discussions of territorial controversy between our two countries, as this matter is properly before the International Court of Justice, and this process must be allowed to take its course so that it is settled within the confines of the international law. The parliamentary opposition, remains committed to playing its role in the ongoing relationship between Guyana and Venezuela, and will always work towards the protection of the territorial integrity of our sovereign nation. And that is the statement released by the leader of the opposition. Now, I read that for some persons, and I'm hoping that persons have a clear idea of what is going on here. Now, listen to this. Nicholas Andy Passat said no discussion. I want to say here tonight, and I believe that every single Guyanese, including the leader of the opposition and his parliamentarians, should stand firm in support with President Finale, who made it very clear in his statement that there is no room for compromise and there will be no discussion on our territorial boundary issues or issue that is before the ICJ, the International Court of Justice. And that is law. That is protocol. Any matter of such, or any matter for a matter of fact that is before the court, if you don't know this, if there's a matter before the court, and myself, who have programs like this, come here on this platform to talk about that issue, to go into details, to talk about that issue, I can be placed before the court. But on a national basis as well here, the president is within his rights. That's one. He's ensuring that he maintain law and order. And he's standing firm by the law. And he would have made it clear on many occasions, on many of his press conferences. Also, the vice president would have made that very clear as well, that we will have no further discussions or any discussions or negotiations as it relates to our border issues. For a matter of fact, there shouldn't be another discussion, because This matter was settled and sealed since 1899, almost 124 years ago. This matter was settled and sealed. Venezuela signed to that. This madman, Nicolas Maduro, wasn't even born when this matter was signed and sealed and settled, according to Diane Kendall. Now I'm going to wake up and I'm going to claim, or I'm going to covet, or I'm going to try to take what is not mine. You understand? You think about how serious is this matter. Just put it, I don't know if some persons are putting this into consideration. Some person might thinking up to a point, okay, this man want to invade, this man want to take over our country, this man want to come and take our land. But just think about this. You just think about this. You have a land, a plot of land, a house lot in Guyana here, that is 50 by 100. And your neighbor decided to say that, look, I was on this land before you, and I had this land here. So I'm going to take 2/3 of that land. You barely left with a little 20 feet. 20 by 50. I wanted to know how many of you will accept that. All right? Now think about, anybody ever check the background of Maduro? Check it. Maduro is one of the biggest dunce in Venezuela, and I'm going to say that publicly. Maduro was a bus driver. He went to Cuba, and he went on a 1-year political course and came back. Hugo Chavez's friend, Chavez is the one that put him there. Understand? He was placed there even before Chavez died. So you have a brainless chicken, you understand? Who doesn't understand international laws, who doesn't understand international relations, and just feel that he has the right to take what belongs to us. We ain't bluffing about this, we ain't begging about this. This is facts. And I'm so happy to hear that my president, your president, Guyana's president, has taken the stand publicly and boldly to say to the CARICOM and also technically to Maduro that Guyana's boundaries, Guyana's territorial boundaries are not up for discussions. There will be no compromises. We don't have the time for that. And we are not prepared to give in or give up. Let me tell you something. I might be seen or I might be considered to be, I don't know, I don't know what is your judgment of me. Actually, me in person, seeing me on this program sitting. Right? But let me tell you something. If you don't know it, I am one of them who are prepared to fight for my country. I am prepared. Right? Let me tell you something. A lot of people scared. A lot of people wondering if we're going to have a war. But let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there prepared to go down for their country. And I don't believe as much as Maduro got all a big mouth and threatening people and giving our investors 3 months to leave and all these things, Maduro wouldn't take God out of his thoughts to try anything in Guyana. Presently as we speak. Let me tell you that. Right? He can run him out how much he wants. But he will not take God out of his thoughts to try anything of such. I want to encourage every single Guyanese, especially those, and I don't want to segregate it. I don't want to sound as though it's segregated. Not especially those. It is our civil rights. It is our civil responsibility as a citizen of this country to defend every piece of this land, to defend 83,000 square miles. Because why? Guyana is our own. Essequibo is our own. We're not fortunate like Maduro and Venezuela, who got their own sun. We deal with one sun. We deal with one God. Let me tell you something. And I want to give you the courage here tonight. Every single Guyanese that are sitting at home and are worrying what next, what will happen, what Maduro will do, will he strike Guyana and all these things. Let me give you all the courage again. In the sentiment of our Vice President, Bar Jagdeo would have said it on his press conference on Thursday. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to fear. Guyana is well supported. Guyana is well equipped. And even as we speak, our allies is on the ground with us. The US is 100% behind us. The United Kingdom is 100% behind us. Let me tell you something. Maduro don't want to hear anything about the United Kingdom. He don't want to hear anything about the UK. He don't want to hear anything about the British. That's his worst nightmare. You understand? And I want to take this opportunity tonight before I go to reassure you, to reassure every single citizen, whether here or abroad, to reassure our investors that Guyana will remain Guyana. Guyana will remain 83,000 square miles. Nothing less, nothing more. We don't want anything from them. We're satisfied. We're not covetous. We don't want to reshape our map. We don't want to take anything. Look at Guyana's map. Our map is the most sexiest map in the whole world. Well shaped. Take it. I can boast about that. Check of all the maps in the globe. There is none that has a shape like Guyana. We were perfectly made and created by the hands of God. Every single Guyanese, starting from our land. Guyana map is the most sexiest map in the whole world. I can boast on that. And then again, nobody gonna come and change that. Maduro will live and die just as any human being and gone, and that will not change. Thank you very much, Ronaldo Bacchus. He said best map and the best flag. We have one of the most beautifulest flag in the world as well, the golden arrowhead. Let me tell you something. Don't matter how we fight and we argue, We are united. And Guyanese, tonight, I want us to be 10 times united as much as we are united when it have CPL. You understand? The other thing, you got another madman running around the place in this time when we need everybody, Glenn Lal, talking a set of crap on social media and TikTok and all these things. These people are headless chicken. These people have nothing positive to offer. You understand? It's all about bringing down somebody. You know, I wouldn't sit down here to say I'm a saint. I just abuse out when I get ready. We abuse out the opposition. We abuse out Arby Norton. We tell critic by Godi. All kind of thing we tell people. You understand? But we are united. Make no mistakes on this. We are united. And we will remain united. That is our internal business. Whatever happens here, in every home, in every matrimonial home, we have issues. We have internal issues. But that is our business. You understand? That is our business. Maduro there in Venezuela, wondering and studying how Guyana and taking care of the people and how the government is in ExxonMobil pockets and all those nonsense. What that have to do with international law? Maduro doesn't even understand what it is meant by international laws. People, tonight, like I said, before I go, I want to encourage you to stay strong. I want to ask you to reassure yourself. I want to ask you to have confidence in your president, to have confidence in your vice president, to have confidence in your prime minister, to have confidence in every single minister of government, and to even have confidence in your opposition that is on board. That is our internal issues if we fight. Have confidence in yourself and believe and stand strong that Guyana will remain 83,000 square miles. Go ahead and prepare for your Christmas. Start seasoning up your beef and your kowil and your pork. Bake your black cake, buy your fruits, and let us have a beautiful Christmas. We will enjoy every bit of it. According to Dave Martin, Maduro, you could hardly ask. Guyana and Essequibo belongs to us. Before I go, well, even before I go, I want to ask if anybody needs to call it. You can give a quick call, 611-0200, 611-0200. If you need to share a comment or share your opinion, I can give you at least a little 30 seconds. People of Guyana, again, I will tell you this without any fear. Maduro and Venezuela cannot win. Guyana belongs to us. Essequibo belongs to us. 83,000 square miles is what we were born in, what we have, and it will always be there. Right? Clint Williams, yes, the numbers on the screen, both numbers. No, I only have 624-5454. You can call that number too on WhatsApp, 624-5454, or you can call a normal call, 611-0200, to share your opinion. Ronaldo Baca said, I can't wait to be home to our beautiful land. Come home. Guyana belongs to us. With this being said, I want to say once more good night to everyone who would have tuned into the program. I want to say thank you so much. My program is not constant, but I will be here. I will be here on a regular basis. Please share the live, share the program, continue to follow me for updates. And I want persons to know y'all got to be very, very careful of plenty of these news sources out there. Some of them are just gullible and like to spread false news. Right? Personally, for me, I will not come out here or will not come on this platform or use my Facebook page to post anything inaccurate to mislead you or misinform you. I ensure that my information is accurate and it's authentic before I put it out there. Yes, 1 or 2 times, just 1 out of 100, I may slip. And, but I ensure that it's factual. I want you to go tonight, like Winston Bachan said, sleep well, my brother. And I want to say, sleep well, my brother, as well. Sleep well, my sisters. Hug up your husband, hug up your wife, hug up your children. If you got the people man by you, hug up the people man tight and y'all sleep tonight. If you got the people woman by you, y'all hug up tight and sleep tonight. Again, as we live in love and harmony. We live in love and harmony. That's how we live. So, nothing to worry. Guyana is ours, and Essequibo is ours. And nothing to smile about. I want to say that even though we have these discussions, we know that Guyana mourns the loss of 5 great men who stand for us and who die for us. We must know, as a soldier, we were born to die, but not in that manner. Only God can decide. There's a lot of unanswered questions out there. Like I said, persons are asking me. There's a lot of skepticisms, but everything will unfold in the right time. I believe and I have confidence in my president. I have confidence in my government. I have confidence in you, the people. Guyana will be a better place. And Essequibo will always be ours. With this being said, I want to say pleasant good night to you again. And I will see you very soon again. Do have a blessed night. Sleep tight. And be confident in yourself that everything will be okay.
If I think about the ways you make me smile, I'd be sitting here and smiling for a while. Although I know I make you cry sometimes, your happiness is ever on my mind. I cannot repay for everything you've done, but my love for you burns brighter than the sun. No matter where my feet and mind may go, my heart will lead to you and you alone. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. A paradise so wondrous to behold, a work of art, your heart is gleaming gold. They sail the waters, soar above the trees, to find the gem between the mountains and seas. Your children know we try though we may fall. We stand united now to heed your call. Our fathers fought the fights for liberty. Forever I'll defend Guyana free. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody stand? Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody take a stand?